my grant of $8,542.50 just increased to a federal disaster relief grant of a whopping $41,666.67. In this video, I'm going to show you how to increase the amount of federal disaster relief grant for which you qualify through the Paycheck Protection Program loan, which essentially becomes a grant as long as you use it on approved expenses. 60% on payroll, which if you are what the Small Business Administration refers to as a non-employer firm that only has one employee, you operate the business by yourself and you don't employ anybody else. If you're a single member LLC, such as the business that I operate, if you're a sole proprietor, if you're an independent contractor, then payroll expenses constitute you essentially paying yourself what you welcome as gross income. Because now, as I told you on my last video, as soon as a financial institution would reach out to me, notifying me that the Small Business Administration transmitted the new guidance that allows small business owners to apply for a Paycheck Protection Program loan, factoring in gross income that you list on line 7 of Schedule C of IRS Form 1040, I will let you know about it. And Womply has told me about it. And again, the PPP loan turns into a grant as long as you use 60% on payroll expenses, which I have already defined, and 40% on other approved expenses, such as mortgage interest, rent, approved utility expenditures, other operational expenditures, etc. The list is all on Womply.com. There is no credit check for you to apply for the Paycheck Protection Program loan using Womply. I've partnered with them in the past. I told you that I filed the initial application through Womply. However, the organization with which they partnered, Cross Rivers, actually required a credit check. I asked whether it was a soft or hard inquiry. They didn't get back to me in time, so I just applied through Bluevine. Now, I have spoken to representatives over at Womply, and they have indeed informed me that they're not performing a credit check. So I have continued my partnership, and I will leave the link to my referral landing page where you can apply for a Paycheck Protection Program. Again, I'm partnered with them, so if you apply for a PPP loan, which essentially becomes a grant as long as you use it on approved expenses through Womply.com, then they will pay me a fee. You do not pay that fee. They will pay me a referral fee if you want to help me out. Otherwise, feel free to use another organization. However, through this organization, there is no credit check, and now my PPP loan, which essentially becomes a grant as long as I use it 60% on payroll expenses and 40% on other approved expenses, then I basically can get a grant, $41,666.67. Watch this video until the end so you can find out how. Let's get to it. This is my referral landing page on Womply.com. Again, I've partnered with Womply to refer people to apply for a Paycheck Protection Program loan, which essentially becomes a grant as long as you use it on approved expenses. Here it goes. I am applying for my Paycheck Protection Program loan through Womply because, as I told you in the past, Bluevine actually rejected my application. I had opted not to use Womply in the past because they partnered with another organization called Cross Rivers that performed a credit check. According to Womply, they do not perform a credit check. As you can see in this FAQ right here. Right here, it reads, in this 3-minute read, for PPP loans, no credit check is required under these special circumstances. So we'll go back to the application. My business does not have multiple employees, and I work for myself, Uber drivers, DoorDash couriers, independent contractors, etc. First name. Again, I am using Womply because this is the first financial institution that is notifying me that they will allow small business owners to apply for the Paycheck Protection Program by factoring in their gross income that small business owners list on Schedule C, line 7, as opposed to net income, pursuant to the prior rules when applying for a Paycheck Protection Program loan. So, income, $1,200 to $20,000, right? Did you receive a paper? No, I did not. And you click Start My Application. Is PPP Fast Lane right for you? I have never received a PPP or ID loan. I do have a U.S. mobile phone number. I know my Social Security. I have a U.S. bank account that I can access online. I have access to a PDF of my 2019 IRS tax filings, including either my 1040 Schedule C or 1040 Schedule F. So you'll need those documents. Apply fast. By the way, on my spreadsheet where I list links to information resources and application portals to grants for everyone, if you remember, there is a tab labeled Small Business Resources. I have listed a link to a PPP document checklist. So on this document checklist, you will be able to see what documents you need to be equipped with in order to apply for a Paycheck Protection Program loan. Apply fast. We emailed you a verification link. So they'll email you a verification link. Dear Neal, please follow the link to verify your address. I'm verifying my email address. Click next. Please enter the verification code sent to phone. Okay, so through my phone, I should be receiving a verification phone. I actually use my phone to film the video. Please enter the verification code. All right, let's see resend it. Let me see if I can see it while the video is actually being recorded. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to stop the video. Here it is. Bang. Phone number verified. Then you click the next button. Basic info, enter your application info, certify key facts. Demographics, provide demographics, connect your bank. Upload tax docs, select your PPP stimulus, sign, review, and sign your application. Click next. So I enter in my personal information here. Click the submit button. Basic info. I certify under penalty of perjury, so ensure that you read this before certifying. Confirm. I certify under penalty of perjury that the answer to this question is yes. Is the United States the principal place? Yes. We operate in the United States of America, baby, the USA. Do you want to provide demographic information to the government? Let's skip that. Connect your bank. They use Plaid to do so. You select your bank. So you go through this list, to scroll up and down. I'm with Chase. You enter in your online banking credentials. Wait till they secure the credentials and let them send me an email. It'll be a lot easier that way. Submit. Plaid is verifying the code. Feel free to look up Plaid afterwards. I have used them in the past in order to connect my bank account to other applications for funding. Success. Your account has been successfully. Okay, so let's do this one right here. So you select the account in which you want your Paycheck Protection Program loan, which essentially becomes a grant as long as you use it on approved expenses, where you want that deposited. Next, checking status of your tax documents. The government requires that you provide these documents in order to apply for PPP. You must follow these instructions carefully, otherwise your application will not be processed. Next, you will need the following document: all pages of your 1040, including your Schedule C and or Schedule F, filed with the IRS for the 2019 tax year. There are multiple types of tax documents. Look in the top left corner of the page, Form 1040. Schedule C. Look in the top left corner of the page for Schedule C. All right. Do include all pages of your 1040, including your Schedule C. Include all pages of your 2019 1040. Upload your Schedule C and your Schedule F. If you have multiple 2019 Schedule Cs or Schedule Fs, you may upload those as well. File format must be PDF. If you are scanning this document, ensure the image quality is readable before uploading. You may upload multiple files at a time. I'll be right back. Upload it, including 1040, Schedule C, and everything else. Important, if you did not include the correct tax documents, your application will be delayed. So I uploaded it again just to be safe. Click next. Yes, I did. Line 7, 111,078. Remember, we're using gross income that you include in line 7 of Schedule C, not net income. Did you upload Schedule F? Nope. What best describes you? If you're a single member LLC, you're a sole proprietor because you file your taxes as if you were a sole proprietor. What best describes your business or the sort of work you do, offices or of other holding companies, corporate, employment places, let me see, marketing, there we go, public relations agencies. First draw, second draw. So all the people that commented that I was supposed to cap the amount of money that I could factor into the formula to determine how much of a Paycheck Protection Program loan / grant becomes, were correct. So I only qualify for a grant of $20,833 because I can only factor in $100,000, although I received $111,078 in gross income in 2019. First draw, second draw. How much money would you like to apply for? Can I do both? So it appears I may be able to do both. So let's go for both because I never got the first draw in 2020. I'm applying for the first draw now. So if you didn't get the first draw, you could perhaps apply for both. So bam. I didn't even know that. That's a bonus right there. You chose to receive first and second draw PPP loans with the same lender. It's sent. I understand. Wow, that's awesome. Womply PPP Fastlane collects the minimum information needed to create your official application. Finally, Womply does not guarantee the lender will approve your PPP loan application. Are you ready? Let's go. Submit my application. Then you get the confirmation page. Congratulations. Should have confetti to shoot all over the place. Maybe I'll have a special effect to do so. Some type of animation. We will review your application in the next 24 hours. The info you provided looks good. We will email you so you can review initials and sign your official PPP application. If we have questions about your application or there's an issue, we'll email you. To get back into your application, you can click the link, the email we already sent you. Did you know up to 41 million American workers and businesses may qualify for a PPP stimulus, whether they have a business with employees or self-employed or just get a 1099 MISC? They could receive up to $41,666. PPP loan status requested, and it links you to the FAQs. And you could read more about applying for the Paycheck Protection Program loan, which essentially becomes a grant as long as you use the money for approved expenses on Womply by reading this FAQ. And that was a new one. I did not see that coming. I did not think that I could apply for the first and second draw of the Paycheck Protection Program loan through Womply or through any financial institution. No one else offered me that option. So that's an added incentive. You can apply for the first and second draw of the Paycheck Protection Program loan through my referral landing page on Womply.com by clicking on the link in the description of this video below. Talk soon.